across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They've got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Setting up play action. Franks. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They go play action with Franks. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown! Antonio Callaway, 98 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. And the Giants send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Franks.
And Callaway taking it in left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the
Give me the
football.
ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Antonio Callaway with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
Build off of, that's what they're looking for here. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Throwing Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Jones. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on 1st down, Jones.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A quick throw now complete to Ross. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
Fighting him off. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Check, crunch. Watch the safety screen.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Here's Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
A 25-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, Franks again.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now Franks.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
.37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Jones now to throw on 3rd down.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Franks looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
2nd and 20. Off the play fake. Here's Franks.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Kadarius Toney
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Franks throwing to the hands of Pitts here.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Kyle Pitts out of Florida was the 4th overall pick in the 2021 draft, the highest a tight end has ever been taken. A lot of people thought he was the best player in the draft as well. Wearing number 8, he's a matchup nightmare for any defense. Good grab there for a 1st down.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Franks now.
Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Franks.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now it's Patterson.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Franks.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. Trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they?
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Barkley on second down.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll swing this out to Tony.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. After that sack, third and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
On third down, Barkley. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
For the Giants field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Franks. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Franks. Smith catches left side.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
Working out of the gun, Franks. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown, And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. Franks, flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Antonio Callaway from 6 yards away. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Franks now to throw on 1st down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Falcons!
They can't stop.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw again on second down. Jones eluding the pressure right. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They'll run with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Franks dancing to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what
and this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Antonio Callaway there to make the grab.
And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
A first down carry for Barkley.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because C.D., remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did.